this technical stack. Okay, so let's start with the work. So this PPT is of my 8-year experience, and this is a very good thing for you guys. So after completing your degree or whatever the things, so you are going to be understanding what to learn and how to secure my job and everything. The coding and beyond, the core technical skills you need to learn in 2024 and for the next decade. Okay, so this is Bitstream IO. So what are the technical technical jobs are there? So in the IT job, different technologies. So programming and development, you know about that one, coding and scripting and everything. So web development and design. So that is a website and web application, you know. So data management and system. So use DBMS and SQL, Oracle, MongoDB, Cassandra, Hadoop, Spark, everything you know. And the networking and infrastructure. So TCP/IP, you might heard. AWS cloud is there, and cyber security in the sense when you hold deploy an application in the server, you need to give a security. So that is called a cyber security. There also you have a job. And artificial intelligence, machine vision. So next decade will be this is artificial intelligence and machine learning only. And mobile app development. Last 2 3 decades also mobile apps are there. Now also mobile apps are there. And the IoT is related hardware and some sort of a software and cloud computing and visualization, infrastructure as a service, product as a service, software as a services. So here also you will get any cloud computing and project management. So agile and scrum methodology. So it is like a little bit of a higher level, a senior level job. This one, data scientist and analysis and DevOps. You might heard about a DevOps thing, continuous integration and continuous deployment, and e-commerce and online business, and blockchain and cryptocurrency. You might heard about a blockchain. Also, Ethereum is there. So your share market is running this one, blockchain only. Software testing and quality assurance, IT ethical and legal. So these are all the different areas you will get the now. You will get the job. The next is the, so we will discuss about different areas and what is the different categories of what is the different categories of what you can say jobs are there. If you take a generic, if you take a generic job generic job sections, so there is divided into front end, back end, and database. So if you take a past 30 years, whatever the application is there, next 30 years, whatever the application is there, no? So this main section will be front end, back end, database. What is the front end? The front end is less like your Facebook page. What you will get once you go for the Facebook and it is showing the username password for the login. So that is called a front end. So once you enter your username password, it is hitting to the back end. Okay, so what is the backend? So backend, they are going to be keep a business logic. Whatever the entered user details is available or not. Where it is available in the database. So these are all these three sections. Front end is to visualize and do the some operations. So backend is the some logic they are going to be keep, and the database is they are going to be store a data. So this is how they are divided into front end, back end, database. Okay, so this is how we are going to be what we can say take care about jobs are there. Okay, so now we got to know this is the generic thing. Then what are all the programming languages are there? So these are all the not for Indian specific. If you go for the world specific, if you go for the Google trending, you will get to know. So full stack. Full stack means you might heard about the full stack developer, full stack developer. The guy who is doing a front end job, back end job, database job, and that is called a full stack. Okay, so that is called a full stack. Then coming to the what are all the different languages are there? So there we have a first we will go for the front end. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So this thing are from last 30, 40 years it is there. Okay, from the last 30 years it is there. Next 30, 40 years it will be there. This is the base language. It's like a 0000 set. And a Bootstrap, React, Angular, Vue.js. So we have a n number of languages and libraries and a framework. But these are all the top we have selected by considering the Stack Overflow, so many online platforms. So this is the data you will get to know from the Stack Overflow and all. And this is for the front end, and this one is a back end. So back end is like we have a Java, we have a .NET, we have a Node.js, we have a Python, we have a Deno, and we have a PHP. See, not only six or seven, we have a n number of, but these are all the top one. So why this one, these many languages? We will tell. So then this is the front end over, database over, and sorry, back end over, database. So database is MongoDB is there, Firebase is there, MySQL is there, Oracle is there, PostgreSQL is there. So this is a database, a front end, back end, a database. Front end, back end database is a one thing. It is going to be called a full stack languages. So why we have so many languages? So I have a question. In India, why so many regional languages, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and everything? So that is their feel and the region-wise comfortability and everything is there. That's why they are going with these languages. Okay. So now, so these are all the languages. So then, so we need to learn all those things. No, we need to make a sum set. So that is we are going to be learn. So this is called a mean or mer. Mean or mer. Why I chosen this sense? It is dependent on only one the JavaScript languages. So if you have a good at JavaScript, then you are going to be learn this one. Okay. So front end is HTML, CSS, and here it is one more Bootstrap JavaScript will come. A React or Angular. So why I have chosen here two instances? React is from the Facebook, Angular is from the Google. So which one we need to choose? I will tell that. So Google and Facebook, they will never goes down because Google every day they are using, Facebook every day they are using. So that's why the React and Angular. But what is the top one is since the React is the top one. The next is the Node.js. Why I choose Node.js means here you are already learned a JavaScript and here also you are learning a JavaScript. So you become a front-end developer and you can become a back-end developer. Okay, so you might get the 3 lakh package here, you can get the 3 lakh package here. So next is it is coming for the a database. So database is what? So there is the database is the MongoDB and the Firebase. So again this is a JavaScript thing only. So why, how, and everything I'm going to be I will tell this one. Okay, the next is so we have some questions like that. So whether we can start, we got to know, okay, these are all the programming languages are there. So can I start from the here or can I start from here or can I start from here? So that is you have a question. So that is the answer is, so you can start with the front end thing. Okay. So what is the front end thing is it? So that is a HTML, CSS, JavaScript and a React. Why I'm telling the front end in the starting only means, let's say you some guys are they done with the Java. Okay, so everybody is telling a Java, so then I will join a Java. Okay, then you have joined. So let's say in the Bangalore we have 5,000 software companies. Okay, 1,000 is doing a PHP, 1,000 is doing a Java, 1,000 is Node.js, 1,000 is a Python, 1,000 is .NET. 5,000 software companies are there. So if you done a Java, you are restricted for only the 1,000 companies only. Because if you, sir, I know Java, I can do PHP, it's not possible, right? So that's why. So if you do Java, your availability for only 1,000 companies. If you do Python, your availability will be only available for this 1,000 company. So, but this HTML, CSS, JavaScript is no, all 5,000 companies need this guy. Why? Because the front end is a common one. You should know and you have to do it. So the front end guy need for the PHP, for a Java, for Node.js, for Python, and .NET. Because if you are anyhow you are going to be do a full stack application. So for that you are going to do PHP, Java, Node.js, Python, .NET. So your availability is the if you started as a front end developer, your availability for the all the 5,000 companies. So ultimately, you can learn whether you can go for the Java or Python or .NET or PHP or Node.js. So you can do research. So that is what we have to do. So why we have chosen here in the sense MERN, mean or MERN. You have studied a JavaScript here. Here also JavaScript. Here also JavaScript. So here what happens? The learning curve will be very easy. I will give an example. So all over the world, there is a only one communication language means how it will be? It will be very good because if you want to give ad means you don't need to give for a different languages. So many n number of advantages are there. Same thing, you know JavaScript in the front end development and you are going to be learn the back end also JavaScript and database also having a JavaScript. It's in the form of a JSON. Okay. So So this is the technical why I am suggesting in the sense. So you in the front end back end database, there is a one common language you are dealing with means. So your productivity and your efficiency and accuracy, everything it will be uh, like a developer. So here, that's why I have chosen the merge and mean. And from where to start? From the front end to the back end. So suggest me any technical stack and so that is what I am suggesting technical stack. First do perfection in front end, do job for 1 year or 2 year, or you can meanwhile you prepare for Node.js, then add a front end back end skill set and work for 1 or year and do MongoDB. Within a 3 to 4 year, you are perfect developer. See, learning is you can learn in one thing, 1 month or 2 months. I am telling about becoming a perfect developer. So it is possible. Being as a fresher, you can become a developer with a full stack. So you should be keep your dedication as same as. Okay. So next is what? So we have learned about a technical stack called a merge stack. Okay. What is a merge in the sense? See, first R is for the React.js. So React.js is a open source JavaScript library developed and maintained by the Facebook. Now Facebook is now Meta. Okay, so this is the React.js is for the front end development. What is a Node.js? Node.js is commonly referred as a Node. It's a open source server side JavaScript runtime. See, here also server side JavaScript is there. Here also client side JavaScript. So learning curve always it is a very easy and high and Express.js to writing a web application. What is a web application? Flipkart is a web application. Swiggy is a web application. Zomato is a web application. LinkedIn, Hotstar, PayPal, n number of applications. These are called a web application. What is a web? So there is a client server interaction means that is called a web. Okay. So next is a database, MongoDB. MongoDB is a popular open source NoSQL database management system that is designed for the flexibility, scalability, easy to development. So it is a document oriented database. So this is a we will see what is a document oriented program and everything. So this is a form of a JSON data. So that is why this is called a merge stack. M for the MongoDB, E for Express, R for React, N for Node.js. So this is including all technical stack we can say. So this is called a MERN stack. Okay, so now what happens? So next is okay. So this is a MERN stack, and who are all using this MERN stack? Okay, then why to use a React? The first one is I have mentioned the React, right? So why to use a React? That is the question. So it is developed and maintained by the Meta. Meta means that is a Facebook. So if you see like that, so every day you are using Instagram, you are using a Facebook, you are using a WhatsApp. So those companies goes down never. So that's why I am suggesting a React JS and developer community also same thing. So how you carry out that is the matter. Okay, so it is developed and maintained by the Meta and a rich user interface. So what is a rich user interface? See how this slide will looks. It's looking very good. So to develop a rich user interface, you are using the React and developer community. What is a developer community? You have like okay, well, in the college you have WhatsApp group and you have something friends group. So that is called a that group is called a one community. Same thing, React.js developer community also there. 40,000 readily available components are there. Okay, what is the components in sense? So already built code is there. 40K. 40K means 40,000. Um, Readily available components are there. And the faster development. So, how faster development, why faster development you will get to know. So, this is gives a faster development and trusted by the great companies. Okay, so many companies like PayPal, LinkedIn, Netflix, Uber is there. So here I will show some of the what I can say who are all using the top 10 companies I will give. So we have a number of companies, but top 10 companies the Facebook that is using the React.js. Asana is a one big company that is using. So Netflix, everybody is know, so that is using the React. Instagram, so that is using the React. PayPal, that is using the React. Yahoo Mail, that is using the React. Airbnb, that is using the React.js. Dropbox, you might heard about this one. And Code Academy, so the New York Times. This doesn't mean only 10. We have 1,000 companies they are using the this what you can say React JS. So that is why it is becoming a popularity. So the next is what uh, applications made with the React JS. So Dropbox is there, WhatsApp web version is there, Instagram is there, PayPal is there, Netflix, Uber Eats, Pinterest, Facebook Messenger. So these are all the applications made with the React JS. So the next is what? The applications made with the Node.js. The front end is over. Then who are using the Node.js? Why Node.js is again JavaScript here. So that is why we are preferring the Node.js. PayPal again Node.js. Netflix backend I'm telling. So this is for the front end part. So that is visible. So backend Netflix, LinkedIn, PayPal, Yahoo, Uber, and Mozilla. What is the okay? This is the backend logic they are going to be write with a Node.js. What is the backend logic? So you are going to be book a Uber cab. Okay. So here what happens? So they need to ask for your registration details and mobile number from where to where and which car you want. All the details you need to search in the server, right? So that is done with the Uber and the Mozilla, GoDaddy. So these are all the application backend application built with the Node.js. The next is the we have done with the front end with the React, back end with the Node.js. Then we are doing with the applications made with the MongoDB. The next is the Google is there and Adobe is there. Google is a big company, everybody know. Adobe is there. You are using Adobe Photoshop and everything. They are using a MongoDB. EA Games is there. They are using eBay. So multinational e-commerce store, this one, and the Thermo Fisher biotechnical company, this one they are using a Gap, a leading Gap T-shirt you might seen or purchased. So this is the they are using SAP. MongoDB is the MongoDB core is database underlying the SAP platform as a services. So then Barclays Bank related, Cisco is networking related, KPMG accounting related. So all these big companies they are using the MongoDB. So MongoDB is not like so for 10, 15 years back it's came, but it is overcoming with the MySQL and the Oracle DB. The next is what? So I become, as I told, I become a front-end developer. So I've become a front-end developer, then I become a back-end developer, and I know about a MongoDB. So then, including I become a full stack developer now. The next is what? What is the next? You can't stick, right? Okay, I have done this much. That's enough. Not like that. So again, all our whatever the full stack thing we have done. So that is with respect to JavaScript only. But same thing, we are doing a extra thing with the JavaScript that is called a Android iOS app development. You already good at JavaScript, the front end, and good at the JavaScript in back end, and a database MongoDB. So then you can become a Android iOS developer also. How? So if we know the React.js, we can be become a React Native app developer also. Okay, what is the difference between React Native and React.js? Okay, you have an Instagram Android app, so that is called a React Native app, and you are going to be open a what you can say React Native inside your web page or desktop. So that is called a React.js. So how it is possible? Again, it is a JavaScript, and it is a 60% similarity between the React Native and React.js. See, this React Native is for the app development. Okay, so React Native is for the app development, and React.js is for the web development. React Native means Flipkart. If you open inside a mobile, that is a React Native app. If you open inside a browser, that is a React.js web app. So then, who are using this React Native applications? So just I want to show you who are all using a React Native. See, this is the official website of Facebook. Okay, reactnative.dev showcase is from the Facebook, not for a third party blogger or something. So, Meta means Facebook application. Facebook is there, right? iOS and Android is built with the React Native. What is the base? JavaScript is the base. Where you will learn with the front end with the React.js. The next is a Facebook ad messenger. So that is also React.js. Oco Plus is there. So this is also React Native JavaScript. iOS Android is built with the same thing. And a messenger desktop app. So that is also React Native app. Okay, this is from the what we can say Facebook. Then the Microsoft. In the Android device and iOS device, you are using the Microsoft Office, right? So that is built with the React Native. You heard about the Outlook, so that is a Android iOS app is built with a React Native, and a Microsoft Team. You might heard on lockdown everything, so they are using the Microsoft Teams and everything. So that is also built with the React.js, and a Xbox game in the mobile. So that is built with the Android iOS React Native. Skype everyone now. So that is from the last decade or 2 3 decade it is we are using. So this is built with the Android and iOS app with the React Native. And apart from, so these are all the see Amazon Shopping, Amazon Alexa, Amazon Photos, Amazon Kindle, Amazon App Store. These are all the big game companies they are using. Amazon has used React Native to rapidly deliver a new customer-facing feature in the some of its most popular mobile application. And the Shopify is there, Wix is there, And one thing I will show you, might everybody used this one. Flipkart, everybody is using. So in your Android mobile, you are using a Flipkart, right? So that is pure JavaScript React Native app, both for the Android and iOS. So Tesla, you might heard about this one. Discord, Puma. So these are all the big companies. Okay. So this is all about what we can say React Native app development. Why I am mentioning the mean or merge stack here in the sense. So you become a front-end a JavaScript developer and back-end also Node.js back-end developer, MongoDB developer means your core full stack skills base is a JavaScript, and you can become a Android iOS app developer as well. So by using the React Native app, if you learn a React JS, then almost I'll have a learn a 60% of the React Native. Only some sort of thing it will change. All style and like a component, everything it is the same thing. Okay, so this is a career stack. You become a full stack developer and you become a Android iOS developer as well. The next is the conclusion. So from so we got to know. So just I want to brief one more time what and all we have. So what language, what all the different languages are there in the market, which one we have to study. So that is we are going to be little bit brief on this one. So every application in the market, there are the three sections are there: front end, back end, database. Okay, so you can start a career with a front end developer or a back end developer or database. So anything is possible. But the first preferred is a go with the front end developer. Ultimate goal is a full stack developer is there. The next is the what are the different languages are there. So I have mentioned the front end, back end, database. So this is you know. The next is then which is the technical stack? It is difficult to learn. It is difficult for me also to learn all those these languages. So then I have some technical stack. This is the front end, back end, database. So we have discussed. The next is whether I have to start with the front end and back end. So obviously you have to go with the front end because front end developer is availability, job availability will be for all thousand, all 100% companies. But if you go for the back end, you are restricted to the only those companies. Okay. The next is what the details of one stack, which is the best technical stack, full stack development. So I will suggest a one stack and why React. So that is I have discussed about this one and who are using the React JS applications. So this is a top companies. We have a n number of lakhs together applications. The next is the applications made with the Node.js. So this is the backend and this is the database. Who are all using the database? So that is we have discussed. The next is after becoming a full stack developer, what is next? After 6 years, you are on your up to 6 years you become a complete perfect full stack developer. Now you are going to be explore some more skill means go with the Android iOS app development. The next is what then the part will come the conclusion. What is the conclusion? See, from the past 27 years of a JavaScript, okay, from the past 27 years of a JavaScript, so it is about the 14 lakh 44,231 libraries still counting. What is the base? The base is the JavaScript. So here we are learning the if you remove one that is called a React JS. So that is one language we are learning. How many languages we have? Like 14 lakh 44,231 libraries are there. Okay, still continuing. So that's why so JavaScript you should be very strong. So that is you are going to be good at very good at is this language. The next is the Node.js developer. What is a Node.js developer? So here you have become a JavaScript developer with the React.js. Then you are going with the Node.js developer as well. So these are all the machine learning for the web developers. So this backend all they are learning done with a Node.js only. Okay, so I am going to be share this data, so you will get to know. Okay, the next is what, and you can become a React Native app developer also. What is a React Native app developer? So every application is having an Android, iOS, web application. So if you learn the React Native by using this one code snippet, you are going to be right for the Android and iOS. So this piece of a code it will be suits for the iOS, Android, and web. So for the Android, it is fitting for the Android devices, Android iOS devices, and web is for the mobile devices. Sorry, web is for the here you are going to be see here. This is called a web. React Native docs for view is there. No? This is called a web. Okay, so this is the earlier what happens. There is a separate one Android developer, separate iOS developer, separate web developer. So if you become a iOS developer, Android developer, web developer, means here only you will get 3 lakh, 3 lakh, 3 lakh package 9 lakh here only. And if you become a full stack developer, there also you will get a good package. Okay, so this is how it will be there. So you can become a React Native developer also. So then again, after 6 or 7 years, you become a React Native developer. Then you become a full stack developer and you become an Android iOS developer. Then what is the next? So next go with the AI ML and deep learning. Everybody heard about this AI ML everything. Okay, so this is the some what we can say examples are there for the AI ML. So the future is AI ML and blockchain is there. So that is also you are going to uh, JavaScript. See here in the website there is a JavaScript is there. See you might see in this one here. So this is called a JavaScript. Okay. So here, what we can say, these are all the AI ML. So using the TensorFlow JavaScript library, you can become a what we can say uh, AI ML deep learning developer also. So here it is a one example I will show you. So how the like what you can say AI ML will works. Okay, so here it is a me dog means dog it will show metal tree wing. This is the wing. This is a tree. Clapper, snap. Clapper, soccer, marshmallow. Soccer, marshmallow. So how it is doing? It is doing with a AI and deep learning. What is the base? Again, I'm telling this a JavaScript. Okay, so this is called a TensorFlow is there. Na? So this is the one main thing. It is doing all those things. Okay, so this is the how you are become a developer. So then you can build a blockchain developer also. If you just research in the blockchain in the YouTube, you will get to know. So that is the AIML and the blockchain is the future. And you have to become a full stack developer and a app developer and a AIML, the blockchain developer means your covered your job availability will be your gem in the market. Okay. So learning is different and becoming a good developer is different. Okay, so that is you have to be start a career like this. Okay, this is about what we can say some sort of a theoretical part. So then we are going to be start with a React JS. What we can say React JS and what is the prerequisites? Prerequisites means before going to be uh, learn with the React JS, what we have to do or what we have to learn. The first one is a HTML. So HTML is a hypertext markup language, and the next is a CSS. So cascading style sheet. Then next is a JavaScript. So this is the a minimum skill set we should know. So we don't need to worry. So then, what is like education qualification? So at present market for learning these things, so SSLC guy, fifth grade guys, they are learning this one. Okay. The next is what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then after that, React.js, Redux, hooks. So this is we are going to be. So this is called a front-end developer. So then what is your job package and everything? See, you can from the starting 3 lakh you will get or a 2 lakh you will get. You can get a 4 lakh also, 5 lakh also. It depends. So average our students only they are cracked about a 18 lakh package also. One of my friend colleague is around 45 lakhs for 3 years also. Okay, so this is how you carry with a React JS. So that is the matters. Okay, so now here what happened? So now we are going for the some technical thing. We are going to be learn with the React JS and what are the tools we need, what are the softwares we need, what is the prerequisites we know. So first we discuss about what tools. So that is called a Visual Studio Code. You just go for the Visual Studio Code and click here. From there, you are going to be get a download option. Windows. Here you will get a system installer. You just go here, click here. The .exe file will be installed. Then you just click install. Next. It is going to be installed this a package or a IDE. So once you install, if you just search for the Visual Studio Code, it will come like this. Double click this one. Okay, so already I have installed, so I don't want to what you can say install one more time. Okay, so before that, I have created a one folder. Why folder in sense? So it is a properly organized way we need to add. So here what happens, I have created in the my drive December 2023 and I am going to be create a one more file that is called a HTML. Okay, from the HTML. So here we are going to be add here. So I have created it here it is already open is there. So just I want open that folder file, open a folder and you have to go for the whichever the drive you are going to be preferred one. So I will select my drive and a specific folder. So inside a HTML I will select this folder. Okay, so it is going to be open that folder. Okay, so and this is I am inside the HTML folder. So I want to create a file and everything I will tell, no worries. So then we have our training content. You might having a number of training content, and we have a simplified training content for you guys for a job and work wise. If you might having for the W3 school is the top one, and that is called a complete reference. If you use it for that one, you will take a 1 month for HTML only and 1 month for CSS only. But here we are going to be take a only 3 days, 3 to 4 days we are going to be complete this one. So this is the thing is there, so you are going to be learn, no worries. Okay, so sir, we have one more question, sir. Is it possible to do this one? Yes, it is possible. If you completed SSLC also it is possible. So little bit your effort is needed. So 1 hour or 2 hour, 3 hour or 4 hour for putting a effort means, so that is a dedicated effort is needed. Okay, so now I want to create a file. You don't need to worry about this, what I'm writing, how it's writing. So just understand. So first I will go here. I will create a index1.html. So I have created. Then I want to write a HTML file. Save it. H2. Welcome to React.js developer. Next paragraph, I will add a some dummy text. This is a front-end developer course for a 3 months program. Saved. Then how to run this one? Just go here. Here we'll get a inside a folder. If you just double click means, so this is opening. So this is called a one web page. Got it? This is called a one web page. Where it is in the web page name is index1.html. Okay, so this is called a HTML. HTML means hypertext markup language. The next is the minimum three things you should know going for the React.js developer. This is the HTML. The next is what JavaScript. Sorry, CSS. So what is the CSS? So CSS is a cascading style sheet, applying a color, style, and everything it is there. So that is we are going to be discussed. So how to write a style? So I will take a style start and for the h2 I will write a color will be blue. Save it. We'll go here, reload it. See, it is changed the color, right? So this is called what we can say. Uh, we have applied a color. So I want to apply a color for whole body. So how to do for the body tag? We are going to be do here. Okay. So what is a body tag? The body tag is something uh, color. If you just type a color, automatically it will click here. Then you will get the different types of color. You can check anything you want. So this is the one color name I will apply here. Control R. So this is a how it looks. So if you want to check different type of colors here, if you just click here, whichever the dark, how much dark you want, you can just drag here. You can do it. Save it. We'll go here, reload here. See how it is happened. Same thing. I want to set a background color. PA background color burly wood. Save it. Run it. See how it is changing. Okay, this is called a HTML. HTML means what? It is a skeleton. It is running on the browser, and CSS is applying a color and everything. The next is a JavaScript. What is a JavaScript? So JavaScript is a dynamic action. I want to display the today's date. How to do? So document. You don't have to worry about what I am writing a coding and everything. Just understanding the what you can say. Uh, what is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? That's so. This is the HTML thing, and this is the script is JavaScript, and this is the style for the CSS. So save it, Control S, save it, reload it. See here, Wednesday, December 13, 10:51 GMT Indian Standard Time. So now what is the 10:51 is there? So here it is a 10:51 is there, and the 48 seconds also it is going to be. See now the 10:52 is there, now 10:51 is there. So if you want to come recent data, so this is called a see now the 10:52. It means it is giving JavaScript is a dynamic action. Okay, so this is all about a minimum skill set to do the website. Okay, so I want to write a by so by one. So just I am using a shortcut key. So that is a one thing. How to write a file? So first I will go here, doc type HTML. So HTML and the header tag and title tag. Welcome to React.js and body h2. Welcome to Programmers Hub and the paragraph is this is a beginner course. Save it. So this is the one way to clicking here, running it will run, right? So that is a one way to doing a running a code. So I want to run a code from here only means how to do. So I will go here in the this is called a extension. So I will add a one package name that is called a live server. If you added this live server package means so this is called a live server from the Ricky Day. Okay, from the Ricky day. So what happens, so I don't need to go for here and every time click here. So once you run means so that is more how to run. Once you install that package you will get a open with the live server. Just click here, automatically that is open with the 5500 port. So here it is running with the 5500 port. So if you do any changes here, so how to automatically it is going to be applied. So programmers hub course with the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, save it, run it. So here automatically reflected every time you need to run. So this is called a HTML thing. Okay, so that is a from the tomorrow onwards we are going to be run with the every typing the every program. Okay, so how to go for these programs and how to run this? See, this is very easy. If you sit a whole day, you are going to be complete HTML. So why we made this container? It is not like that a complete reference you are going to be refer for the job oriented for learning purpose what and all you need. So that is we have kept this here. So then you have a question like that. Okay, sir, in YouTube also you will get videos. Then why we have to do this course? Yes. So I will answer this question. Once you learn this one, we are going to be give the live projects. What is a live projects? I will give you an example here. So after completion of this course, you are going to be work for the live projects. So what is the live projects? So I will just give an example. So we are going to be developer applications. So those live projects you are going to be w- give for working. So what is the advantage? If you work, no, then aramse you are going to be work in a companies. So these projects are it's an equivalent to the your 1 year or a 2 year development experience. So just control V. So localhost 8080. No worries what I am doing in this one. So just the understanding what is the live projects. Okay, so here it is. We are going to be given APIs for you. So you have to work for this API complex queries. So if you work for this complex queries, no, then you can aramse you just say in the company, sir, I have worked for this Swagger and Postman and this Page Nation and everything. Aramse you will get selected. So these are all the different complex queries you are going to be work on it. So that is you will get a more exposure to get the job. So this is a one API for 1:4. 1:4. and 30 are there. Around 1200 APIs. You are going to be work for only one this public section. The next is you have a kitchen sink projects. Here also you will get a and you are going to be work for the email verification and JWT token. So everything, password change and everything you are going to be work. And one e-commerce project you are going to be work. So this is a very well standard design application by the expert developer. And something called a to-do list and social media. Then YouTube clone you are going to be develop and a database. And this is the all projects you are working. So this is the equivalent to the 1 year experience. You will not get in the YouTube this one. Okay, learning and every course and every new batch, there's a new things we are adding here. And after completion of this one, no, you are going to be work for the another our live projects. What are the live projects I will tell? So bistreamimu.com/tutorial. Sorry, not this one. So these are all the live projects. So if you work for these projects, no, then definitely you are going to be clear the interviews. Not for a fresher level. I am telling about a experience level. I am telling. Forget about a fresher level. So you have to do properly. Don't do half things. Okay. If you want to do with the perfection. See, this is all things you are using this one. Uh, Got it. So what is the competitive exams, English, all this. Okay, this is in the testing area. This type of applications you have worked means, then you are going to be get uh, a good placements and everything. So these things you are not getting in a YouTube. Okay, fine. So this is all about today's session. So anybody is having a doubts in this one, so feel free to ask. Okay, your demo session will be still another 3 to 4 days. Demo session will be there. Okay, if any doubts or something, anything in your mind, so definitely you feel free to ask. Okay, if you have any like confusion, means you can directly contact me in the group as well as individual. Okay, fine. So I think so. I'm going to be share the recorded video also. You just have a look on this one. So just attend a 3 to 4 days or 5 days, and you can you will get to know what is this one. Today you might seem like that only what is some theoretical part.